Dwellers, Omega's GHT! Welcome back to Double. Last time they resolved the things with the police and they learned some information from Enna about the history of how and why they're there, and I gotta say that is extremely depressing. It's almost like they're being imprisoned in of sorts. I know it's not exactly. God, jeez. Sorry, in that city, which is really, wow. And like, are they even allowed to leave? Like that begs the question. I have no idea, like, do they need special permission or anything? Like, God. Anyway, they delved into Mr. Ukita's mind, and they just found out that he needs to fix something right in the freaking labo. I bet he's gonna start the whole fucking thing up. What is going on? Woo! Time to go now as they finally go into the building. Oh boy, let's go. Natsuhiko, Mashito, and Salyu were caught at the checkpoint as well.
Hmm?
Huh? Who are you kids?
They were stopped by a stern-faced traffic inspector.
We want to go to Labo. Please let us through. What the hell do you think you're saying? No, definitely not.
Oh snap, 10 kilometers. Oh god, that is gonna be one hell of a walk.
How are you even gonna get there? It's gonna be 10 kilometers away, you know? Stop doing bullshit and go home, kids.
But we know Dr. Shinkawa.
そんなことは関係ない。この検問はいかなる人間であろうと正当な理由なしに通すわけにはいかん。
I don't care who you know. Nobody gets through the inspection gate without a valid reason. Not no way, not no how. Well, what if I say that I am Dr. Takawa's son? And that's a horse of a different color. Come right in.
ラボに行きたいのであれば、6名士保安課、もしくはラボの障害担当者を通じ許可を取りたまえ。
If you want to get to Labo, then go through the proper routes to get permission from the Broken Bay City Security Department or Labo's PR manager.
許可？それはどのくらいかかるんですか？
Permission? How long does it take to get that? Oh, I'd say about 50 years. God damn it!
3日から1週間ほどかかるだろう。
Anywhere from 3 days to 1 week, I suppose.
ま、単なる学生が申請しても通るわけもないがね。
Though I seriously doubt they take an ordinary student's application seriously. I am no ordinary student.
No way!
ラボでテロが起きるかもしれないんですよ。
There could be a terrorist attack on Labo, you know.
テロ？ああ、近頃市街を騒がせているあれか。
A terrorist attack? Well, yeah, there's been a big commotion lately around town.
それについては我々も警戒している。十分すぎるほどね。
We're already on guard. A little too on guard if you ask me, though. But not on guard enough.
違うんです。それだけじゃ足りないんです。
That doesn't even make it. No, it's not enough!
ラボにはテロリストの内通者がいる可能性が高い。そのことについては考えてある。
There's a high probability that the terrorists could have a sleeper agent in Labo. Have you considered that possibility?
内通者？何をわけのわからないことを言っているんだ。
Sleeper agent? What nonsense is that?
もういいから、早く帰れ。そうしなければ警察に通報するぞ。
Whatever, just go home already before I call the cops on you.
And with that threat, the traffic inspector placed his hand on the phone.
The police? Oh god, not this again.
They had just cleared their names with the security department. If he called the police, they could quite possibly get troublesome again. Although I think they'd believe their story. Sully gently whispered into Natsuhiko's ear.
帰ろう、二人とも。これ以上騒ぎ立てるのは得策じゃない。
Oh, they're not gonna go in? Oh god. Well, I've certainly mistitled this episode. Let's go home. You two. It's not a good idea to agitate the situation any further.
でも今やるべきはあくまでテロの阻止。警察や保安課を敵に回すべきじゃない。
What we need to do is stop the terrorist plot. Not make enemies of the police and security department. Natsuhiko and Machida were finally convinced.
分かったよ。別の方策を考えよう。
Okay, let's think of a new plan then. Plan B. We need to get some cardboard boxes. Or maybe... What if we disguise ourselves as scientists? Let's see. Moshiro, you sit around my shoulders. Sully, you hold Moshiro's hand, and we get one of Mom's spare lab coats, and then we walk forward and, take one of her fake IDs and pretend you're her.
You think I could talk like Dr. Tenkawa? Yeah, that doesn't seem like it'll work. No, I mean, I could try.
Moshiro, you must try. This is our only chance.
Okay, let me practice. Hello, I am Dr. Tenkawa. I'm just a freaking scientist who never does her work, who never takes care of her son. I speak in a low, sultry voice, but I'm a total asshole to her family. Ha ha ha.
Oh, they'll never believe that.
Damn it, I tried!
それがいい。
It'd be for the best.
失礼しました。
Excuse us.
間違ってももう来ないようにな。
Huh, better not see you here ever again, even to get lost, you hear?
The kids left the inspection point with that voice at their backs.
まずいよ。どうする？
This looks bad. What do we do?
仕方ない。まずは公衆電話を探そう。
Doesn't look like we've got a choice. Let's look for a payphone for now.
Wait, why do they need a fucking payphone? What? Why? Don't they have their cell phones back?
警察
Or
や
I'm
保安
sorry,
課、
PDA.
それからラボ関係者に連絡して注意を促すんだ。
Let's give a heads up to the police and security department and finally Labo.
They nodded and began walking again.
Oh, darn it.
As they walked along the main road, they zoomed on two payphones lined up next to each other. Seriously, you'd think by 2030 payphones would just cease to exist. Like who carries change around with them? Like let alone like. Natsuhiko quickly looked up the security department number and called them.
はい、6名市役所保安課竹橋が承ります。
Yes, this is Rokume City Municipal Office Security Department Takahashi speaking.
先ほどはお世話になりました。6名学園生徒の天川と申しますが。
Oh, that's right. They haven't had a chance to go home yet. God damn it. They should have stopped off at their house first.
Thanks for all the hard work. It's me, Tenkawa, Natsuhiko Tenkawa, the Rokume Academy student and secret agent.
なんだ、ハウスキーパーくんか。どうしたね。
Oh, well, if it isn't Mr. Housekeeper, what can I do for you? Oh, god damn it! So you're the same guy that... Ah!
いや、実は。
Well, you see... Oh.
Natsuhiko gave the security department member a summary of Sully's conjecture. Look up before us, welcome to the stream. However,
つまりテロリストがラボを狙ってる可能性がですね。
So basically, there's a possibility that the terrorists are targeting Labo.
はあ、それはもう分かった。ご協力ありがとう。
Yet we already know that. Thanks for your cooperation.
the voice on the other side of the phone had not a hint of seriousness.
ラボの方には注意を促しておくから安心してくれ。
We'll give Labo a heads up, so just relax.
いや、それだけじゃ不十分な気が。警備を強化するとかできないんですか？
No, that still doesn't seem like enough. Can't you increase security or anything? Maybe I can go to personally stop them. See, I need to inspect it at will. Maybe I can do a massive psychic scan of the entire area. Just let me in there. I have powers far beyond normal psychics.
しかし、そのために他の各施設の警備を薄くするわけにもいかないんだ。
Well, we'd have to dilute security at every other facility, and we can't exactly do that.
それもわかるんですけど、そこをなんとか。
I know that, but isn't there anything you can do?
うちも可能性だけじゃ動けないんだよ。それこそ怪文書でも届いていればいいんだが。
We can't work on possibilities alone. It'd be a different story if Labo at least received objection on literature or something. No, that was just a distraction, don't you see?
ともかく、市内の警戒態勢を強化しておくよ。
Anyway, we'll strengthen security around the city.
わかりました。じゃあお願いします。
Understood, please do. Grumble, 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 grimble.
Natsuhiko drooped his shoulders and hung up.
どうだった？
So, this may be a foregone conclusion, but, how did it go?
一応話は聞いてくれたけど、そっちは？
Well, at least he heard me out. Kind of. But, you know, que sera sera. How'd it go on your end?
Well, Natsuhiko was calling the security department. Mashiro was contacting the police. But she just looked dejected and shook her head.
ダメだよ全然。警備は十分に行っていますの一点張り。
No good at all! They keep insisting that the security was sufficient!
話が大きすぎて信用してもらえないのか。
Is our story too much of a stretch to get them to believe us?
どうする？
What should we do? Right when Selya muttered that, they heard footsteps approaching in the distance. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Q's over. Natsuhiko gasped and looked back. There was a single man walking on the other side of the street. He was covering his face with a jacket and sunglasses even though it was nighttime.
真白、サリュ、あの男。
Mashiro? Salyu? That man.
Mashiro and Selya looked at the man after Natsuhiko whispered to them. The man was tall, and they could tell he was quite muscular, even through his jacket. Even through his jacket. There's a strange intensity about him as well.
バスの中にいた男か。
Is that the man who was on the bus?
そうかも。少なくとも体格は似てるよ。
Maybe! At least he looks like he has the same build.
近づいてくる。
He's coming this way. The man walked straight towards them, never looking to either side.
What if he's a terrorist?
The fact that he was approaching without hiding or running away probably meant that he had business with them. The fact that he wasn't on guard meant he's probably armed. Yep.
He could be armed. Don't tell me he's here to silence us.
Natsuhiko promptly put himself on guard. If the man wasn't a terrorist, he just walked past them. The man stopped about 50 meters away from the kids, but then suddenly made a mad dash at them. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's time for the serious mode music.
Salyu? Attack! I choose you!
逃げるぞ。
Are you serious?
No, Mashiro, Salyu, let's get out of here!
Yeah! Natsuhiko turned back and tried to run. On the other side of the road was a single straight path continuing on forever. It's not a distance he could run while taking Mashiro with him.
こっちだ。脇道に入る。
This way. Turn to the side road.
In a daze, Natsuhiko dragged Mashiro and Salyu into the side road. He ran down the unpaved road. I could tell the van was following them. They made a desperate run for their life in the darkness from an area streetlight. Soon enough, Natsuhiko realized something. The street was familiar.
This path leads to...
That's right. She leads to the ruined factory. Oh, yep. These are the two. He didn't know if taking refuge in the ruins would be a blessing or a curse. He knew that if they kept running, their chances of escape were low.
二人ともこっちだ
This way, guys. Girls. Whatever.
Natsuhiko shouted and rushed to the ruined factory.
Okay. Home field advantage.
Oh! Oh, God! They tried to catch their breath as quietly as they could. With stealthy steps, they hid under cover. As they held their breath, they heard Mashiro using telepathy.
ここで隠れてれば大丈夫かな
You think we'll be okay if we hide here? Natsuhiko and Salyu answered in whisper.
わからないこのままこの廃工場に気づかず通り過ぎてくるのは
I don't know. Hopefully he overlooks this ruined factory and passes it by.
奪還はできないもし奴が来たら
We can't be optimistic. If he does come here,
先手を打って奇襲する
I'll stall him with a surprise attack. If he's anything like that lard-ass security guard, he'll go down easy.
Oh, that is true.
Mashiro quietly gasped at those words.
奇襲あんな大きな男の人を
A surprise attack? You're gonna attack that huge man?
相手が格闘技術を持っていなければ問題ない
There should be no problem as long as he doesn't have any hand-to-hand combat skills.
また格闘技術や武器を持っていたとしても不意をつけばなんとかなる
Even if he is trained in hand-to-hand combat or if he's armed, I'll be able to manage if I take him by surprise. Remember, I'm laissez-faire.
大丈夫なのか
Will you really be okay?
As I said, laissez-faire.
大丈夫相手が一人だったらだけど
I will. As long as he's alone, that is.
And what if he's not alone?
As soon as that thought crossed Natsuhiko's mind, he heard footsteps outside the factory. Natsuhiko shrunk down and held his breath. The footsteps slowly came into the factory. The number of footsteps revealed that he was alone.
相手は一人なんとかなる
He seems to be alone. Can you manage? We know he's not. Uh-oh. Salyu silently nodded.
私たちも手伝った方がいい
Should we help? Salyu silently shook her head. No, you'll just get in the way.
一人でやれるの
You can do it by yourself? Salyu nodded and smiled, as if to tell Mashiro to relax. The footsteps drew closer. So close they could almost feel the man's breath. Salyu slowly calculated her timing and jumped out of her cover. Hey-ya! Salyu's shadow danced in the darkness. You could hear the man gasp. Sha! Salyu moved faster than the man could ready himself and landed a roundhouse kick solidly on his head. What? No way! The man silently fell to the floor.
やった
You did it! Good show!
すごいさすがサリュ
Amazing! Way to go, Salyu! Woo! Salyu looked away, as if embarrassed by Natsuhiko and Mashiro's praise.
それよりこの男
Uh,
何者だろう
more importantly, who is this man?
状況から察するにテロリストっぽいけど
Well, judging by the circumstances, he seems like a terrorist, but
Is it really him? Wouldn't be the first time Nakazawa pulled this where his face is different. Hello, Abyss.
気絶から覚めるのを待って聞いてみる
Shall we wait until he wakes up and ask him?
いやそれは危険な気がする
No, that seems far too dangerous.
マシロエンパシーでこの男の心を読めるか
Mashiro, can you read his mind with empathy?
どうだろう気絶した人の心なんて読んだことないから
Huh. You know, I don't know. I never tried reading the mind of an unconscious person before.
でもちょっとやってみるよ
But I'll try it and see what happens. Although I can't guarantee I just won't get static.
なあ僕も試してみよ
Well, I'll try too.
Natsuhiko and Mashiro put their fingers to their brows. They concentrated their consciousness on the fainted man and focused deeply on desire to read his mind.
Tell me, who are you? Are you really a terrorist?
He focused on that question with all his heart and all his mind. He deepened his concentration. Eventually, his five senses faded.
Brain blast! Yes, that's sensation. I've activated empathy.
The moment he made that realization, his lost senses were replaced with the sound of a bizarre voice. Can't tell who that is, really. But the voice was nothing but the unintelligible vestiges of thought. I thought so! It's fucking Morse code. He only heard fragments of noise. No matter how carefully he searched, the result was the same.
Damn it, I can't figure out anything like this. I guess it really doesn't work, huh? Can't exactly open your heart if you're conked out. Should have thought of that before.
Natsuhiko stopped concentrating and spoke to Mashiro.
うマシロそっちは
Mashiro, how's it going on?
Natsuhiko gasped before he could finish. Mashiro was standing stock still with their eyes peeled wide open.
夏彦
Natsuhiko! He gasped and traced Mashiro's gaze. Oh, crapples. Only to see two unfamiliar men suddenly standing there in the darkness.
What the actual fraps?
Only then did Natsuhiko notice. God damn it, that Sayu was collapsed at the men's feet. The man on the left was holding a gun. There's no room for doubt. In no uncertain terms, these men were terrorists.
Damn it. So we really did have allies.
Natsuhiko cursed his carelessness. Once Natsuhiko tried to use BC, his five senses died out. In other words, he became oblivious to what was going on around him.
Did these new guys come from the back and knock Sayu out?
It seemed she was only unconscious, judging by the lack of blood. Now that Sayu, the one and only one among them with combat skills, was incapacitated, they had no means of a counteroffensive. Oh yeah, they do. They certainly do. Hell, they could trap them in an endless hellscape if they're at the Yuri power level. Sayu! Mashiro muttered Sayu's name in a trembling voice and tried to walk up to her.
Don't move.
But that voice stopped her.
The second you move, I shoot. How?
Natsuhiko stood to cover for Mashiro, upon which the third man spoke.
天下は夏彦と鳥羽真白だ
Natsuhiko Tenkawa and Mashiro Toba, I presume. How?
どうして僕らの名前を
How do you know our names?
調べさせてもらったよ俺たちの計画について鍵の合っている子供がいるって聞いたの
We had someone look into it. We have a couple of kids trying to sniff out our plan. See?
A cold chill ran down Natsuhiko's spine. He never expected to be apprehended by the enemy so easily. Hello, Burn Castle. Welcome to the stream.
Are these guys an even huger organization than we thought?
Huger. That's an oddly childish word for him to use. The man continued as Natsuhiko found himself at a loss for words.
正義感も行き過ぎると身を滅ぼすことに。
Self-righteousness does lead to self-destruction.
悪いが処理させてもらうぞ。
Sorry, but we have to dispose of you.
殺すのか。
You're going to kill us?
The other man answered the question quite briefly.
ああ、殺す。
Yeah, we will.
待て。死体が出たら目立つぞ。
Wait. It'll be too conspicuous if we leave bodies behind.
だが計画の前にはわずかな不安要素もあってはならない。違うか。
But even so, we can't leave any insecurities in our plan before it hatches, can we?
もちろんだ。
Of course not. So in that case,
ひとまず眠っていても
let's just put Ukita to sleep for now.
1 second after the man finished talking, he ran over to Masha. Simply hit her in the neck with a knife hand strike. Unconscious. Masha gasped before collapsing on the spot.
何をする。
What are you doing?
眠っててもらうと言ったはずだ。
I said I'm putting Ukita to sleep, didn't I?
お前。よくも真っ白。
Natsuhiko!
How dare you? How dare you lay a hand on Moshiro!
And then he goes,
Ah!
and then like the power around him goes, and then they're like standing back in shock, and he keeps going like, Natsu gave in to his anger and tried to strike the man. The man dodged all too easily and wrapped around behind him. Damn it! The next moment, the man wrapped his thick arm around Natsuhiko's neck.
Well, this didn't go at all like in my mind.
Natsuhiko's breathing stopped. The man wrung out every last bit of air from his lungs.
Damn it. Why didn't I use psychic powers? Let go!
But all the strength in Natsuhiko's body was not enough to make the man budge one bit. God damn it. The grip in the man's arm was enough to show Natsuhiko the hopeless difference in strength between them. His consciousness started to fade into the distance.
Damn it! Is this where it ends?
There was nothing more that Natsuhiko could do. As soon as he understood the extent of his own powerlessness. Hell yeah! Fury bust up from inside of him. Oh yeah, that's it. Break through the limits!
At the very least, let me at least know exactly what these guys are plotting!
Screamed from the depths of his mind not to let things end this way. Oh my god! It's actually happening! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh yeah! A torrent of rage surged from inside Natsuhiko!
Let me use empathy. Or anything at all! I'll burn them all to the ground. Anything, now! Come on! Show me what's in their minds!
At that thought crossed his mind.
I need to go even further beyond.
Natsuhiko's vision blacked out. And a bizarre vision arose from the back of his mind.
What?
He saw an unfamiliar room. He heard someone's voice from right beside him.
口を塞ぐに
Ooh, he's getting his orders.
Silence them, huh?
And then he heard someone else answer.
やむを得ないだろ
Not like we've got a choice.
俺たちの子供を殺せと
You're telling us to kill children.
う。そこまではするな。脅しをかけ、縛り上げればいい。
Don't go that far. Just threaten them and tie them up.
保安課も動いている。睨まれるとまずいし、ラボの警戒レベルを上げるわけにもいかん。
The security department's mobilizing too. We don't want to draw their attention, and we can't have Labo increasing their own level of security either.
決行は明日なんだから。
Because D-Day is tomorrow.
Where does Natsuhiko heard up until that point, the voices quickly fade away. And the vision disappeared too.
Whoa!
Natsuhiko gasped. What just happened? He had a feeling it was a little different from empathy. Yeah, he's unlocking even further powers.
It's like, oh, that was not what I was trying for at all, but I'll take it.
But one thing was for certain.
So the real target was Labo after all. And D-Day's tomorrow? Stop.
Uh-oh. But Natsuhiko's consciousness faded away before he could tell anyone anything. His sight sank into darkness and his hearing fell silent too. Mashiro is going to be ecstatic. And yet, for some reason, he heard the painfully loud ticking of a watch's second hand. Because this is all within fucking Yuri's busted-ass powers. And mixed in with that sound, he heard a faint voice. Rin. It was Yuri's voice.
Yuri?
He sounded somehow sad.
ヒコリンはたどり着いちゃったんだね。
Hikorin, you finally reached it, have you? Haven't you?
Huh?
あれがコミュニケーターの行き着くところ。
Whoa! Oh my god! Yep! You've unlocked your ultimate power level, the apex of a communicator's journey.
エンパシーの先にある能力。心と心をつなぐ力。
Yep! As you said, you went even further beyond. The ability beyond empathy. The power to connect minds rather than just brains.
だけど、それはもう使わない方がいいよ。知らなくてもいいことを知ってしまうかもしれないから。
But it would be best if you didn't use it anymore. For you might end up knowing something you'd rather not know.
No way. Like hell there's something I'd rather not know.
Oh boy. It probably has to do with Yuri. Natsuhiko shouted voicelessly.
I learned what their goal was. Our conjecture was right on the money. So we have to do something.
But by the time he made that realization, it was too late. Natsuhiko's consciousness was blanking out. A short silence passed, and then Yuri seemed just a little bit happy.
そうだよね。ヒコリンならそう思うよね。
I see. Of course you think that way, Hikorin.
だったら諦めちゃダメだよ。
In that case, you mustn't give up.
もう真実はすぐそこにあるんだから。
For the truth is already right before you.
ヒコリンなら必ずたどり着けるから。
I'm sure you can reach it, Hikorin. And then join me in human instrumentality.
What?
Nothing. The voice faded into the distance. Eventually, even the sound of the watch's second hand faded out and ceased.
Ah! Time up!
Here we go. I suppose this will be the final flash mid. It's not really a flashback or flash forward. Natsuhiko had a detailed recollection of what happened yesterday. He remembered the day he had learned the truth, confronted the enemy, and suffered defeat. And today, the gate closed in front of them, sending Natsuhiko in a crisis alongside Yuri and Machiro. But even so,
Like hell am I gonna give up? I was hoping that the power beyond empathy would be like super mind lasers or something that blow things up.
this coming from a guy who teases Machiro so much.
Haha, you're right.
Thank you for that, Burn Castle. He had the conviction. Yuri stood beside him and whispered softly into his ear.
ヒコリン思い出したでしょ
Hikorin, you've remembered, haven't you?
たくさんの障害を超えてヒコリンはここにやってきた
You've overcome several obstacles to get here.
ヒコリンは過去を乗り越えられる力を手に入れたんだよ
Yep, it's gonna be finding out. Yep. About Yuri. You've obtained the strength you need to overcome the past.
これから何が起ころうとヒコリンの心は折れないどんなことも乗り越えられるはずだよ
No matter what happens from now on, your mind will endure. You should be able to overcome anything. Those words fortified Natsuhiko's mind even further. Though his head still hurt, he gritted his teeth and bore it. Machiro called out to Natsuhiko in his silence.
夏彦ユーリと何を話しているの
She can see Yuri. Of course she can, because she could see her in the house. So yeah, so she's probably projecting into both of them. Natsuhiko, what are you talking to Yuri about? Natsuhiko smiled and answered her.
勇気をもらってたんだ
She's given me courage.
マシロまだ諦めちゃダメだ
Machiro,
脱出の道はきっとある
we can't give up yet. There has to be a way out. We must seek it.
Oh! Natsuhiko, really?
Hell yes. And by the way, remember when I unlocked a new superpower yesterday? It happened when they hurt you, when I couldn't bear the thought.
Oh! Natsuhiko! Really? Oh my god! Oh god, I gotta get my mind clear! Oh god! Never mind, we gotta survive! Yeah, seek a way out!
でもゲートが開かないんじゃどこにも
But we can't go anywhere because the gate won't open!
いやセキュリティカードを探すんだカードさえあれば第6エリアに行ける
No, we'll search for a security card. As long as we have the right card, we can go to Area 6 and fight the final boss, whatever.
Natsuhiko!
Yes, fine. I've grown used to your video game and anime-isms. I quite enjoy them.
Oh, Natsuhiko! Stop saying stuff, Natsuhiko! Save it for when we get out of here! Oh my god, I'm just gonna faint! Closer inspection of the gate revealed a card slot. Natsuhiko, Machiro, and Yuri didn't have a security card. But if they found one, they could probably open the gate.
警報が鳴った直後施設内はあれだけパニックになっていた
There was huge panic in the facility after the alarm rang out.
職員の誰かがカードを忘れていってもおかしくない
I wouldn't be surprised if one or two staff members forgot to bring their card with them.
I say! Searching for security cards! A little bit of Masha's cheerfulness had returned to her voice. It may have been just a sliver of hope, but they had no choice but to wager on it.
I swear I'll find a card. And get those two girls out of here is the last thing I do.
Natsuhiko made that conviction and ran off once more.
手分けして探そうマシロはそっちの部屋を頼む
Let's split up the search. Machiro, you take that room.
分かったよ
Okay!
じゃあヒコリンは奥の方の部屋をお願い
Natsuhiko, didn't you take that room further down?
ああ任せろ
Yes, leave it to me. Ha ha.
Natsuhiko followed Yuri's suggestion and plunged into that room. It was a small personal office about 9 square meters in size. Hello, Devon Fiegel. Welcome to the stream.
It's a mess, huh? Maybe I can find a card here somewhere.
Natsuhiko quickly started searching for a card. First he tried searching through the desk drawers. Oh god! But all he found were metal boxes of some sort, nothing like a card.
Useless rubbish.
He quickly gave up on the drawers and started looking on top of the desk. And then something entirely different on the desk caught his eye.
Huh?
A digital photo frame decorated the desk. Oh, is this his mom's desk? Yeah, this is his mom's desk. What are the odds? Yuri must have known. Yuri must have known that. And the photo currently displayed was a photo of Natsuhiko himself.
なんで僕の写真は
Why is there a picture of me here?
Oh, come on, Natsuhiko. Should be obvious. As he looked at the picture, he remembered when the photo was taken. The day he entered high school was one of the rare days his mother came home. She took the photo with a PDA camera that evening. The PDA thing is never going to be not funny. To me, at least. Nakazawa keeps trying to make fetch a thing. Oh my god.
Don't tell me this is Mom's personal office. Seriously, you'd think she'd have a much bigger and nicer looking one.
It's like he opens the cases and smashes all the AD in frustration.
Oops. Well, not like anyone did use these later or anything.
Thanks, GAs. So you enjoy my anime and game references? That's it. When we're out here, you and me gonna smash! I mean Koibi. Take a way out? I know what we need to do. It's time to commit Sudoku!
Huh?
I mean, we need to play Sudoku with our powers. You and me.
You're really not making any sense at all. But let's keep going.
But as he looked at the picture, he struck with a tremendous sense that there was something out of place. Thank you, Vern Castle. And Empress. Natsuhiko was sitting on the sofa alone. He remembered being confused when his mother abruptly pointed her PDA at him. He's alone and he's confused about that. Oh my god!
But something's not right here.
The uncanny feeling came too much for Natsuhiko and he averted eyes. Oh my god, I bet he was actually sitting with Yuri. But she didn't show up in the picture because she's being projected. Oh my god, I bet that's it! I bet that's it! I bet that's it! Or am I overthinking it? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I'm probably overthinking it, but that's the first actual evidence that I'm not just making shit up. The uncanny feeling can do much. We're not seeing any of our designs in the photo! I'm not crazy! Only first gaze in the file rack nearby. The files appear to be organized by year. 2021 in particular. Here we go. This one the time to be snooping. Just do it! Natsuhiko reached out with the file as if entranced.
The answer just might be in here.
As soon as the thought crossed his mind, he felt someone's presence. Oh god, that's absolutely menacing. Hey. Natsuhiko. God. She is radiating a menacing aura. He looked up in shock to find Yuri standing by the room's entrance.
Yuri?
Yuri?
Hey, Natsuhiko. What you got there?
A smoothie?
Yuri silently tilted her head to the side. Natsuhiko interrogated her.
君はこのことを知っていて、僕をこの部屋に入れたのか?
Did you send me into this room because you knew about this?
私がヒコリンを？違うよ。ヒコリンが自分でこの部屋を選んだんだよ。
Jesus Christ. Wow. She could be absolutely terrifying when she wants to be. Did I send you? No, Hikarin. You chose this room yourself.
どういう意味だ?
What do you mean?
9年前もこの部屋に来たでしょ。火と煙に追われて。
We came into this room 9 years ago too, didn't we? To escape the fire and the smoke. Oh my god!
あの時カードは見つけられなかったね。だけど今回は必ず見つかる。
It's weird because I'm just noticing something that's kind of taking me out of it. In the front view, her boobs seem normal, but in the side view, her boobs are gigantic. It's just something I noticed here. You couldn't find a card back then, but this time, you can find one for sure.
どうしてわかる?
How do you know that?
Think, Natsuhiko.
見落としているだけなんだよ。ヒコリンはすでにカードのありかを知ってるはずだよ。
You just overlooked it. You should already know where the card is, Hikarin. I'm sorry, I just noticed because they don't usually use this front-facing sprite. Sorry, Cheers. Yuri looked at Natsuhiko as she spoke.
それを探してマシロンと一緒に逃げて。
Look for it. An escape with Mashiron. What about Salyu?
マシロトって。ユーリはどうするんだ?
With Mashiro? What about you, Yuri?
私は一緒に行けないの。
Yeah, she's probably trapped in the machine, in the basement or whatever. I can't go with you.
どうして?
Why not?
ヒコリンもそろそろ気づいているんじゃない？
Here we go. Haven't you realized it already? Yuri smiled a lonely smile.
What does she mean?
Oh yeah, Salyu already got out because of the stairs. Thank you, Cheers.
I already know the reason?
But gradually, Natsuhiko began to notice. The sights he saw, the sounds he heard, and the feelings he felt. All the memories he was recollecting were approaching the present. The recollections of the present were about to overlap temporarily. Natsuhiko's watch began to move again as if to press him to move as well. The date display said 9/16, but the hands pointed to 3/19 today.
ヒコリン、今日見聞きしたことを思い出して。
Hikarin, try and remember what it is you saw and heard today.
そこに真実はあるから。
For the truth lies in those observations. And with Yuri's whisper, Natsuhiko's consciousness went back 4 hours in time. Only 4 hours! Oh god. The last day. In the starless darkness, Natsuhiko found himself on the ground. The sound of a watch echoed faintly nearby. It must have broken. This is probably where it broke. Natsuhiko awoke to that sound.
Oh. Where am I?
God damn it! Oh, it broke in lava. Okay, thank you, Guppy Force. He was still in the ruined factory. Apparently the men had tied him up when he was out cold. Makes sense. Just how much time had passed since he had lost consciousness. As he pondered that question, he heard people groaning beside him. Natsuhiko. It was Machido and Salyu. They had both just woken up as it seemed.
二人とも無事だったか?
Huh. Guys, girls, are you okay?
無事かな。どこも痛くないし。
Huh? I guess I'm okay. I don't hurt anywhere at least.
でも身動きは取れない模様。
But it looks like we can't move.
Huh?
Natsuhiko finally noticed. His hands and feet were bound by stiff rope. And on closer inspection, Machido and Salyu were also bound in the same way.
何これ。
Huh? What is this? I wanted to be bound with you together, Natsuhiko, but not like this!
I'll ignore that for now.
私たちを逃がさないためだと思う。
I think it's to prevent us from escaping. The angle is weird, Devon Beagle, but it could be a lot worse, so I'll take what I can get. Honestly, I'm glad that it's not worse. It could easily be worse if the screen was just a bit wider. No matter how much strength he put into his arms and legs, the ropes wouldn't budge.
Damn it. We need to free ourselves and stop those guys.
As if in response to Natsuhiko's impatience, a strained cry echoed out from the darkness. Alice!
アリスは壊されなかったんだね。よかった。
They didn't break Alice! Thank goodness!
アリス、こっちへ。
It can move? Alice, over here. Alice ran over to Salyu, as if in response to her voice.
待て、アリスって自立歩行ができるのか?
Wait. Alice can walk on her own?
簡易的な機能だけど、できる。口頭で命令して歩かせることや、順路データを入力することも。
It's a simple feature, but yes. She can walk in accordance to voice commands or by inputting route data.
なるほど。それならサリュ、アリスに何かこの縄を切るものを取ってきてもらえないか?
I see. Then we can get Alice to bring us something we can use to cut the ropes.
その手があったか。
Ah! I didn't think of it! After looking around, they spotted some glass shards scattered on the ground beneath the window. Oh, be careful with that.
以下命令。
Okay, Alice. Start command.
15メートル直進後、そこにある破片を拾い、現座標に回帰。 以上命令。
Go forward 15 meters, pick up the glass shard there, and return to current position and command. Alice responded confidently and headed to the window. She spent a moment there looking for the object Sally commanded her to find. And eventually she came back with a shard of glass in her mouth.
やったー、でかしたアリス。
Oh, you did it! Good going, Alice! Natsuhiko twisted himself around to take the glass shard from Alice.
ちょっと待ってろ。とりあえず僕が抜け出してみんなの縄も切る。
Hang on a second, guys. I'll get myself free so I can cut your ropes.
Natsuhiko pressed the rope against the shard as hard as he could, and somehow managed to cut his hands free of the rope.
よし。
All right.
He then cut Mashino and Salyu free too.
ようやく解放されたよ。
Finally afraid my back is killing me. That was the worst sleep I ever had.
ありがとう、夏彦。
Thank you, Natsuhiko. Girls also appeared to be uninjured after all. Apparently, the terrorist goal here was only to entrap the kids and nothing more.
それにしても、テロリストたちの意図がわからない。
But still, I do not understand the terrorist intentions.
私たちを生かしておく意味はないはずなのに。
There shouldn't have been any point in leaving us alive.
いや、奴らの目的はあくまでもラボだ。僕らを殺したりして目立つのを恐れたんだろう。
No, their target is Labo after all. They're probably afraid they draw too much attention if they killed us.
なんでわかるの？
How can you tell?
実際に聞いたからだよ。奴らの心の声を。
I heard it from them directly. From their mental voices, that is.
声を聞いたって？エンパシーで？
You heard their mental voices? With empathy?
まあ、多分。
Yes, probably. I'll tell her later.
Even though he thought it was empathy, something still felt off about it to Natsuhiko. The ability Natsuhiko activated right before he fainted seemed a little different from empathy. I wonder what they're gonna call it, or rather what Yuri is gonna call it. Probably something like sublimation or something. Something similar to that, I imagine. Not only did he hear a voice, but he also saw a vision. Was that still empathy? But then he recalled the words he had once heard Anna say.
BC の可能性は無限なの。
The possibilities of BC are endless. So you can unlock many new powers if you are strong enough.
いつかはテレパシーでもない、エンパシーでもない、第三の能力が現れるかもしれないのよ。
Who knows? One day you might find a third ability beyond that of telepathy or empathy. Go even further beyond.
A third ability? Huh. I really am a protagonist.
That was a possibility. Natsuhiko's BC ability was rapidly growing these last few days. Though he had yet to master either telepathy or empathy, he became able to use both abilities within just a few days.
Could it really be?
But there was no time to stop and consider the possibility. Right now, the information he gained from that ability was far more important than the ability itself. I do wonder what's gonna happen, like... So, at some point we know that they do get Yuri's real body out of the true lab. And because she's with Watase's group for a while and everyone there is able to see her.
とにかく奴らの心の声によるとラボが狙われているのは本当らしい。
Anyway, according to their mental voices, it looks like it's true that they're targeting Labo.
しかも決行は今日だ。
To make matters worse, D-Day is today.
今日じゃあすぐ止めなきゃ。
Today? Then we gotta stop him!
でもどうすれば警察などに通報しても昨日と同じ結果になりかねない。
But how? Even if we report to the authorities, we likely won't get any different results than yesterday.
確かに。
That's for sure.
Even if they explained everything to security guard and the police, it seemed highly unlikely that they'd make it in time. Natsuhiko silently pondered.
Should we go directly to LABO and tip them off there? But that would be dangerous.
There's a high probability that you had a sleeper agent there. Ukita. They could probably well wind up caught in the terrorist attack themselves. That would almost certainly get them killed.
Almost certainly.
In that case, shouldn't we run for it as soon as possible?
He could bring Mashiro and Sayu straight home, so they could take Yuri out of the city. Oh boy. That seemed to be the most proper course of action to him. It would be a different story if it were just him. But there's no way he could expose the girls to danger. However,
But then I'd be abandoning all the people in town. Is it okay to ignore all the people we don't know?
he always had. That was what Natsuhiko's life has taught him.
The world ends with me. Well, fuck it.
He didn't care about the fires, the accidents, or the violent events he saw on the news and TV. They had nothing to do with him at all. Nothing at all. They weren't important. Pretty much the only people important to him were himself, Yuri, and perhaps Mashiro and Sayu too. Hey! That's what he had always thought. Wow. I just realized something. He does not include his mom in that at all. That is cold. That is just shows their relationship. My God. But in the back of his mind, he thought about all those people in town who had nothing to do with him at all. Nothing at all. The classmates he had associated with at a distance. His childhood friends who had left him after learning he was a communicator. And Anna, who would not open her heart to them.
Damn it. What does all that even matter? If the nuclear reactor melts down, everyone will die, won't they? This town will become uninhabitable, won't it? Which means that the obvious choice of action is to prioritize our own escape, isn't it? Of course, if the Japanese government just covers it up after the meltdown, then soldiers can dig ditches in here and they won't even know. But right then, suddenly...
Memories of various statements Natsuhiko had heard recently came echoing back into his mind.
それじゃあヒコリン後悔するかもしれないよ。
But Hikurin, you might regret not doing anything. That's true, Eblis, but keep in mind that was after he got separated from Yuri for quite a while. We don't know what happened between then and then with Yuri.
私は私なりのやり方でこの町を守る。あんたたちもやれることをやるんだ。
Oh, shucks. And I'm gonna protect this town my way. So y'all guys do whatever it is you can. Capiche?
そうして過去を乗り越えて。ヒコリンならできるはずだから。
Overcome the past. I'm sure you can do it, Hikurin. And then Natsuhiko realized, even if they tried to escape now, that wouldn't necessarily mean that they could.
Even residents need to go through strict checks and procedures to come in and out of the city. Can I still take Yuri out of the city despite that?
Oh, I'm sure it won't be that hard. It seemed difficult. He could go to LABO or he could try to escape. They were in danger regardless. In that case,
I should go to Labo.
Natsuhiko surprised himself with the conclusion he came to. His convictions only grew stronger. 9 years ago, Natsuhiko and Yuri went to Labo and got into an accident. The three felt that fateful day had yet to fade. When are we gonna find out what happened? God damn it. He might face death once more. He might lose something precious. But that was no reason to stop.
I have to go, don't I, Yuri? Plus, I'll never be able to overcome the past.
As soon as that thought crossed Natsuhiko's mind, Mashiro gasped.
夏彦もしかして
Natsuhiko! Don't tell me!
今から直接ラボに行くつもり
You're not planning on going to Labo right now, are you?
Hell yes, I am!
Natsuhiko and Sayu's eyes opened wide at those words.
どうしてそれを
How did you?
エンパシーを使ったの
Did you use empathy?
使わなくてもわかるよ長い付き合いなんだもん
I can tell even without using it. We've been together for so long after all.
I see. There's no hiding it from Mashiro, huh? She can use empathy in both senses of the word, I suppose.
That is true. But especially that is true. That's a good point, Burncastle. Especially since that they are closer, and they're closer in there, and like the W particles or whatever were far more dense. That probably even increased her powers even further. So she could have very well been able to project herself to multiple non-psychics that she didn't know as well at once, because they were stuck in Labo. We still have no idea who that white-haired girl was who got killed in part A. Like, and how did all those murders take place? Somebody went fucking insane with psychic powers. It might have been Yuri, it might have been someone else. I don't know. It just seems crazy.
I see. There's no hiding it from Mashiro, huh?
Natsuko answered her with a smile of resignation.
なあマシロ3日前の夜のお前の気持ちようやく分かったよ
Say, Mashiro, I finally understand how you felt 3 nights ago.
これからラボでテロが起こることを知っているのは今この街で僕らだけだ
Nobody in the whole town knows that a terrorist attack will happen at Labo today besides us.
そんな状況になるとどうしたって使命感って湧いてくるもんなんだな
The situation kind of makes you feel a sense of obligation, doesn't it?
僕が行かなきゃこの街が滅んじまう
If I don't do something, the city is as good as gone.
それがテレビの向こうの出来事なんかじゃなくて自分に関係のある出来事なら
This isn't some event happening on the other side of the TV. This has everything to do with us.
やっぱり行かなきゃいけないよな
So I really do have to go.
He had thought that by avoiding danger, he could live in peace. No matter how much he tried to avoid the danger, his peace would crumble. As Natsuhiko finally realized that, Sayu softly spoke up.
夏彦がラボに行ったからって何もできないかもしれない
Even if you go to Labo, you might not be able to do anything.
警備関係者に注意を促しても信じてもらえない可能性は高い
Even if you warn security officials, there's a high possibility that they won't believe you.
だけど行かなかったら僕は多分後悔する
But if I don't go, I'm sure I'll regret it.
もう後悔なんてしたくないんだよ
I don't want to have any more regrets.
Natsuhiko had built up countless regrets prior to today. Countless times he thought,
If only we hadn't gone to Labo that day.
but now it's the opposite. He would regret it if he didn't go to Labo. That is true. It's probably even easier for her because of, like, not limiting it. But keep in mind that it was also probably very limited because she had to get through all the layers of radiation, well, you know, quote-unquote radiation shielding from within the true lab to get her connection out to Natsuhiko in the house. He would regret it if he didn't go to Labo.
だったら私たちも
Then we'll come too!
いや真白たちまで来る必要はない一人いれば十分だ
No, there's no need for you two to come. I'm fine by myself.
Like how this is a final battle, Natsuhiko? Come on! The party always stays with the hero, at least through the freaking castle itself.
じゃあ私たちはどうすれば
Then what do we do?
頼みがあるんだ
I've got a favor to ask.
すぐに家に帰ってユーリを連れて少しでも遠くに逃げてくれ
Go home right away and take Yuri as far away as possible.
ユーリが泣いても叫んでも引きずって行ってくれ
Make her come with you, even if she screams and cries,
万が一のことが起きた時のため
in case the worst happens.
Oh god, so... Damn it, the whole theory could be fucking wrong if she just goes and brings her to Labo instead. Natsuhiko looked the girls in the eye. But Mashiro glared back at him.
冗談じゃないよ
Don't give me that!
ここまで来て帰れって私が素直に帰ると思ってんの
You expect me to go home now? After all we've been through? Just cause you tell me to?
Huh?
9年前夏彦と優里はラボで事故に遭ったよね
9 years ago. You and Yuri got into an accident at Labo, didn't you?
それで私がどんな気持ちになったと思う
Do you have any idea how it felt for me?
死ぬほど後悔したよ止めりゃよかったって
I regretted not stopping you so badly that I wanted to die!
鈍い夏彦だってそのくらい分かってんでしょ
Not even you could be dense enough not to realize that, can you?
今だって止めたいよ逃げるなら逃げるで夏彦とも一緒に逃げたいよ
Even now I want to stop you. If we're gonna run away, then I want you to run away with us.
でも夏彦どうせ止めてもラボに行くのやめないでしょ9年前と同じにさ
But there's no stopping you, is there, Natsuhiko? You won't give up on going to Labo no matter what, will you? It's the same as 9 years ago.
だったら私もせめて一緒に行きたい
So in that case, at least let me go with you.
二度と後悔したくないのは私も同じなんだよ
You say you don't want to have any more regrets? Well, neither do I! Hell yeah! Mashiro's voice was trembling. Those were probably words that Mashiro would get locked inside her heart for years.
でも真白やっぱりそれは
But Mashiro, that's still...
Fuck you! I'm coming along! When Natsuhiko still persisted on stopping Mashiro from joining him, Sayu sighed and spoke up.
私も同感夏彦は言っても止まらない
I agree with Mashiro. Nothing we say can stop you, Natsuhiko.
え
Huh?
危険を避けているなどと言いつつ真白や優里が絡むと簡単にその菌が破れる
You always say you're trying to avoid danger. Whenever it involves Mashiro or Yuri, you break that oath all too easily. I see I'm a third wheel in this harem.
いや
No, that's... well...
矛盾だらけで御しがたいそれはこの数日でよくわかった
That contradictory demeanor of yours is unmanageable. I've become painfully aware of that these past few days.
止めても無駄なら仕方がない 私も一緒に行く。
This is pointless to stop you. You leave me no choice. I'll go with you too. Natsuhiko gossips this
ちょ
way.
っとおい、何言ってんだ。今の話聞いてなかったのか。
Hey, what are you saying? Were you not listening?
そうだよ。危険なんだよ。
Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous, you know? I'm the only one who knows how to fight. Idiots.
私は9年前のことがあるからともかくとしても、なんでサリまで一緒に来なきゃならないの？
Well, I have a 9-year score to settle, but why do you have to come with us too, Salyu? Seriously? Seriously?
いや、むしろ行くのが当然。
Fine, I'll explain it. Now it's actually only obvious that I go.
あなたたち2人でラボに行って、もしテロリストに遭遇したら対抗する術がない。違う？
If you two go to LABO alone, you'll have no way to deal with the terrorists if you come across them. Am I wrong?
Well,
そりゃそうだけど、サリだって昨夜テロリストに KO されたじゃん。
Well, true, but the terrorists were able to KO you last night, weren't they?
そう。私が後悔しているのは昨夜のこと。
Damn, you're giving her up after one fuck up? Jeez. Come on, Macho. That's right, my regret is last night.
私が奴らを倒していれば、今こんなに悩むことはなかった。
If I defeated them, we wouldn't be having this much of a problem now.
だから私も行く。これは決定事項。覆すことはできない。
So I'm going to. End of discussion. You cannot change my mind.
それに何より、私の役目は夏彦を守ることだから。
Besides, above all else, my duty is to protect you, Natsuhiko. So you spoke in one breath, in the same level-headed tone she used when they had first met. Between the lines, Machu and Natsuhiko could tell that she was worried about them.
ああ、もうどうしてそんなに2人とも分からずやなんだ。
ah, jeez. How can you two be so stubborn?
Machu and Sally threw Natsuhiko's vitriol back at him.
夏彦に言われたくないよ。3人とも考えが一緒なだけだよ。
I don't want to hear that from you, Natsuhiko. The three of us have the same idea in mind.
全く同感。
Total agreement. Natsuhiko smiled wryly at their words.
I guess there's no stopping you two either, huh? Let's go, party.
He's heading to the terrorist target with 2 girls as only allies. Again, she has psychic powers, and she has freaking martial arts. She's Solid Snake. Like, seriously, Natsuhiko. Damn, man. You gotta get over that kind of shit, dude. It was quite an absurd proposition and a really dangerous one at that. Yeah, Natsuhiko was starting to feel like he was okay with it.
Damn it, why? My fear from 9 years ago hasn't faded after all these years. So why is it only softening now that I've got these two by my side?
Just begin to understand how Mashiro felt more and more. Oh my god! Oh my god! And the simple notion that he was not alone was encouraging. Natsuhiko grinned at the girls and spoke in a deliberately cheerful voice.
分かったよ2人とも。僕の負けだ。
Okay, okay. You win, guys. I concede.
夏彦、それじゃ。
Natsuhiko! You mean?
こうして言い争ってる時間がもったいない。仕方ないから3人で行こう。
I can't waste any more time arguing here, so I've got no choice but to take you two with me.
何それ、態度悪いな。
Hey, what's with the attitude?
私より弱いくせに。
You're weaker than me, you know. God.
確かにな。
You got me there.
Though he was laughing, Natsuhiko swore to himself. No matter what happened from here on out, he'd protect those two. He was physically weaker than Salio, and he was less skilled with BC than Mashiro. Like, seriously, dude, you're the weakest one here. So protecting them was the only way he could repay them for the courage they provided him.
それじゃいいかい二人とも
Well, I mean, unless you fully master your abilities, then you're the strongest. I have a feeling you're gonna need to confront Yuri at the end. Yuri is totally gonna be the final boss of this, in one way or another.
Okay then. Ready, guys?
了解。
Roger.
いつでも行けるよ。
Ready whenever you are!
行こうこの町を守りに
Let's go. To protect the city. Salty.
The kids nodded at each other and dashed off. Da 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 God. Gundam Seed may have not have been the greatest Gundam series, but its soundtrack was fucking breathtaking. If you ever want to listen to just an amazing OST, like look up Symphony Seed and Symphony Seed Destiny. Do not watch the anime Seed Destiny though. But seriously, fucking amazing orchestral tracks. I'm still playing, don't worry, I just need to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Alright, let's go! Josh to the ruin factory and ran onto the main road. Eventually they saw the inspection gate that led to LABO. But as they had suspected there was a traffic inspector there. It's a different dude with the same voice. They could see a different man at the inspection gate than the inspector they saw last night.
そうだよね。夜中でも明け方でも当然いるよね。
That's right. Of course it'd be guarded even though through the night and at dawn.
話してみるか
Should we talk to him?
それじゃあ昨夜とまた同じやりとりになりかねない。
It would probably end up a repeat of last night.
だから突破しよう。
So let's break through.
突破？
Breakthrough.
Hell yeah.
まず私がおとりになる。二人はその隙に検問を抜けて。
I'll provide a diversion. You two take that opportunity to slip through.
検問を越えてしばらく走ったらそこで待っていて。必ず追いつくから。
Once you get through the inspection gate, run for a while and then wait for me. I promise I'll catch up.
おう。
All right.
After receiving confirmation from Natsuhiko, Salyu headed straight for the front of the inspection gate. I read something about that, the Super Robot Wars with Sea Destiny. Do they actually have a route where Lacus conquers the Earth Sphere? Because that was always a freaking joke in the fandom. Like, I could totally see it happening. With Kira as her Dark Knight. After receiving confirmation from Natsuhiko, Salyu headed straight for the front of the inspection gate.
よし、行こう、マシロ。
Okay, let's go, Mashiro.
Yeah! So you said something? Natsuhiko and Mashiro hid beside the inspection gate for now. Eventually they heard traffic inspector call for Salyu to stop.
ちょっと君、待ちなさい。
Okay, I thought that was a thing. I guess that was just a joke then. I did read that somewhere, but nice to know it's wrong. Thanks, cheers.
Hey, you! Hold it right there!
Huh? Oh, sorry. Wrong character. Huh?
こんな夜中にどこに行くのかね。
Where do you think you're going so early in the morning?
When the traffic inspector began his interrogation, Salyu answered in a feeble voice.
そのお父さんが酔っ払って家で暴れていて家に居づらいんです。
Daddy got drunk and went on a rampage at home, so I had to run away.
何？
What?
Like getting a point from Yuri there. The traffic inspector was caught off guard, but Natsuhiko was completely shocked. Apparently Salyu was doing improv to distract the traffic inspector. The traffic inspector completely fell for it as he listened intently to her story.
かわいそうに。
You poor thing!
私連れ子だからお母さんも助けてくれないし。
I'm a stepchild, so mommy won't help me either. Mashiro whispered in disbelief as to what she was hearing.
サリュー、あんな芸当できたんだ。
I didn't know Salyu could pull that off.
ああ、内容はベッタベタだけど、効果はバッチリだな。
Yes, that story's so cliched it hurts. It sure looks like it's working, huh?
As they peeked at him from under cover, they could tell the traffic inspector was completely focused on Salyu. He didn't seem to be aware of their presence at all.
今だよ、行こう夏彦。
Now's a chance! Let's go, Natsuhiko!
ああ、
Yes, into the abyss!
Natsuhiko and Mashiro took the chance to jump out of cover. They slid into the traffic inspector's blind spot and slipped through the gate. Once they were through, they ran for it. Now a 10-mile jog. Oh, 10 kilometer, I should say. But oh my god. They could hear Salyu's conversation from behind, but their voices faded into the distance before long.
大丈夫かな、サリュー。
Oh, Defun Fecal. I always used to do that in every playthrough. To Saren. I never fought Saren's first form. Will Salyu be okay? As the blonde, I've inherited Beatrice's acting skills. I better get best actress for this. Thanks, Bruncasto. Mashita stopped and whispered after they had run for a
そ
while.
うだな。とにかく待とう。
I think so. Anyway, let's wait for now.
Natsuhiko stopped and pondered.
She told us to wait, but how exactly does Sayu plan to catch up with us?
After they waited and pondered that question for a while. Ha! I'm here. Suddenly Sayu popped up from underneath the overpass.
お待たせ。
Sorry for the wait.
うわ、サリュー。
Oh, Sayu!
I told you I'm solid fucking snake. How many times do I have to say it?
え？どうやって追いついたの？
How'd you catch up?
監視員を適当にあしらってから一度下の道に降りて、それから高架の柱をよじ登ってきた。
Jesus Christ. After I stumbled back and forth with the traffic inspector, I went down to the lower road and climbed the pillar underneath the overpass. Mashiro and Natsuhiko timidly responded to Sayu's matter-of-fact explanation.
サリュー、忍術修行も積んでたの。
Sayu! Are you a ninja?
3年ほど。まだ未熟だけど、忍法を勝手に作るんだ。
I didn't expect that! Oh my god! Wow! I didn't expect that answer! I trained in ninjutsu for about 3 years. I'm still inexperienced, but I can at least use the ninja fire breath jutsu. That's like sounds something like that I would put in there. God. Oh my god! You're gonna show me your jutsus!
できるのか？
You can?
できない。これは冗談。
I cannot. That was a joke.
あら、
Oh. Yeah, spoiling my fun, why don't you? Watch your shoulders plop down.
なんで忍術の名前なんて知ってんだ？
Why do you know the name of a ninjutsu skill?
Mashiro.
Oh, that explains it.
ある SF 小説に出てくる。作品そのものはつまらなかったけど。
Wait, why would a ninja skill be in a sci-fi novel? It was in a sci-fi novel I read. Novel itself was boring though.
夏彦たちに出会ってから、私なりに他者に溶け込む方法を探ってみた。
Ever since I met you guys, I've been trying to find my own ways to fit in with the other people.
今の冗談も、さっきの演技もその一環。どうだった？
That joke and the acting back there were some of those ways. How were they?
冗談は、なんというかハイブローだけど。
The joke was a little, how should I say, highbrow?
演技は一級品だったぞ。僕らも仰天した。
But the acting was top notch. Even we were amazed.
そう。
I see. So you smiled at their answer. Natsuhiko and Mashiro returned the smile. They were back to running. Dang, Salyu's super talented. Oh, of course we knew that, but she's even more talented than we already knew. The other end of the overpass. To LABO, 3 hours later. That was a path that only people authorized by LABO could traverse. A direct 10-kilometer path without any forks or exits. Their footsteps echoed through the overwhelming silence. Eventually, Sayu looked to the side of the street and whispered.
夏彦、またカメラが。
Natsuhiko, another camera.
Again.
On the other side of her gaze was a surveillance camera.
それじゃあサリュー、さっきと同じように頼む。
Okay then, Sayu, if you will.
わかった。少し待ってて。
Understood. Wait just a bit. Sayu softly stepped toward the surveillance camera post and connected Alice. My god. Jeez. They had already neutralized 7 cameras like this.
You know, I feel this kind of, is kind of going against our purpose of trying to get them to improve security. But, oh well. Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, I say. Ho ho!
1時間くらい歩いたかな。
We've already been walking up for about an hour, though.
まだ半分くらいだね。もうちょっと急いだ方がいいかな。
We're still about halfway, huh? Think we should hurry it up a bit? No, they gotta save their energy for when they're there.
いや、そろそろペースを落とそう。スタミナ切れになったら余計に遅くなる。
No, let's slow down the pace. We'll get there even later if we use up all our stamina, and then we'll slow to a crawl and we'll have to drop something we're carrying to stop from being over in combat.
Sally returned as Natsuhiko finished speaking.
夏彦、真っ白、終わった。
Natsuhiko, Mashiro, I'm done.
よし、それじゃあサリュー、ここからは歩いていこう。
Good, Saryu. Let's walk from here on.
それがいい。検問があんな様子だったところを見ると、まだテロリストはラボに向かってないと思う。
That would be wise. Judging by the state the inspection gate was in, I don't believe the terrorists have started heading to Labo yet. The kids walked off into the silence once more. A sense of loneliness overcame them, as if they had walked into a world all their own.
ねえ、夏彦。
Hey, Natsuhiko.
何？
Hmm? What?
直接ラボに行って内通者の存在を伝えるって言ってたけど、具体的には誰に伝えるつもりなの？
You, said we were going directly to Labo and tell them about the existence of a sleeper agent. But who exactly do you intend to tell?
超神経の時みたいに、警備員も犯人の一味かもしれないんだよ。
Security guards could secretly be criminals too. Like what happened with the PRC, right? That was indeed a possibility. Sleeper agent might not be Ukita, there might be more than one.
エンパシーを使って信用できそうな人を探すしかないか。
Guess we'll have no choice but to use empathy and look for someone who we can trust.
Once Natsuhiko said that, Sayu quietly spoke up.
いや、天下は博士に会うべきだと思う。
Oh, did I skip one? No, I think we should go see Dr. Hinkawa.
母さんに？昨日は話も聞いてくれなかったじゃないか。
What? Why, Mom? She didn't listen to us yesterday, remember?
また取り合ってもらえない可能性が高いぞ。
There's a high possibility she won't take us seriously again.
分かってる。
I know.
あの人は身勝手で、僕の言うことなんて聞かなくて。昔からそうなんだよ。
She's selfish. She doesn't listen to me, she never has.
なのになんで母さんなんだ？僕はあの人を当てには。
So why, Mom? I can't rely on her for...
それでも夏彦は信じるべき。
You should still believe in her, Natsuhiko. Really? What? So you interrupted. She spoke in a tone that wouldn't take no for an answer.
Hmm?
夏彦が気づこうとしてないだけ。博士がどれほど夏彦のことを案じているかを。
The professor does worry about you, Natsuhiko. He's just don't realize how much she does.
忘れたの？私の夏彦を守るという役目は元はといえば博士に命じられたものだということを。
Have you forgotten? The reason I was given the duty to protect you is because of the professor's orders to begin with.
Ah, I forgot.
Now that she mentioned it, that was true. You should have known that for days. Ever since I saw you would come to the house, and yet...
その一点から判断しても博士は夏彦の身を強く案じている。違う？
Judging by that point alone, the professor must deeply worry about your safety. Am I wrong?
でもどうして母さんはそんなことを？
But why would Mom do something like that?
詳しい事情は私も本当に聞いていない。
I haven't heard the detailed circumstances myself.
だけど天川家に来る直前博士はこう言っていた。
But this is what the professor told me right before I arrived on the Tenkawa residence.
どれだけ強固な砦を築いても完全な平穏は保証されない。この町にも多くの穴がある。
Not even the strongest fortification can guarantee perfect safety. This town has several holes.
And then, meanwhile, Ukita is saying, "This place is the best security. The bestest! Nothing could beat it. What, do you think some kid could beat that perfect security as judged by me, a really smart guy?"
Oh, thank you for that, Ferncastle. Not even the strongest fortification can guarantee perfect safety. This town has several holes.
適正度 S の夏彦は他のコミュニケーターより危険な目に遭う確率が高い。
As a rank S aptitude communicator, Natsuhiko is at higher risk of danger than other communicators.
でも私は一緒にいてあげられない。だからユイ、あなたが夏彦を守ってあげて。
But I cannot stay with him at all times. So I want you to protect Natsuhiko for me, Yui. Yui? Who the fuck is Yui? Should be Yuri.
母さんがそんなことを。
Oh, no. I'm being an idiot. Yui is Louise Salyu's middle name. God. Everyone in the chat's gonna like, oh no, Glider, don't you know who Yui is? Like, God, this is the first time she's ever been referred to as Yui. God damn it. It took me a second to parse that. Jeez.
Mom says that?
It was hard to believe at first glance, but part of it sounded familiar.
Then you mean that's what that voice meant?
The mental voice he had heard from his mother yesterday. I knew it. He hates me. But until all the work is complete, it'd be best if I avoided him. Natsuhiko's rendered speechless as Salyu continued.
博士はこうも言っていた。
The professor said this too.
あなたも夏彦も心に欠けた部分がある。でもだからこそ共に補完し合えるはず。
Both Natsuhiko's mind and yours are lacking in some areas, but that's exactly why you can complete each other.
私は期待しているの。私が夏彦に与えられないものをユイが与えてくれることを。
I have high hopes for you, Yui. Hopes that you can give Natsuhiko what I cannot. Which is, God.
私がユイに与えられないものを夏彦が与えてくれることを。
hopes that Natsuhiko can give you what I cannot.
その言葉を聞いた時は意味がよくわからなかった。でも今ならわかる気がする。
I don't quite understand what she meant when she said that. But now I feel like I understand.
夏彦に出会ってから、真白と友達になってから、私はたくさんのものを得た。
Ever since I met you and became friends with Machiro, I gained so many things.
博士は嘘を言わなかった。だから信じるに足る。
The professor did not lie, so I believe in her. Natsuhiko gazed and saw you. Her firm expression somewhat resembled his mother's. Machiro quietly spoke up as well.
夏彦、サリの言ってることは本当だよ。
Natsuhiko? What's all you saying is true.
Huh?
博士はさ、いっつも夏彦のこと考えてるんだよ。
You see, the professor's always thinking about you.
だいたい私がご飯作りに通うようになったのだって博士に頼まれたからだったでしょ。
Besides, it was the professor who asked me to come by and make food for you, remember?
確かにそうだ。
All right, she was.
博士は考えたんだよ。家を空けがちな自分の代わりに夏彦と一緒にいる家族が必要だって。
Well, that's what I figured. The professor thought that you needed a family to be with you in that empty house in her stead. And of course, hell, if she's literally telling me to be family with you, there's no way in hell I'm gonna refuse.
ユーリと二人きりじゃ心の傷が深くなるばっかりだって思ってさ。
Because if you and Yui were left alone amongst yourselves, your emotional scars would only deepen.
きっとサリュが天川家に住むようになったのもそれを狙ってのことだと思うよ。
I'm sure there was her intention behind arranging for Salyu to live in Tenkawa residence as well. Natsuhiko was taken aback. He realized that the three residents in Tenkawa household, Natsuhiko, Yuri, and family Salyu, all had one thing in common. And that was the lack of deep familiar bonds. They knew not the warmth of a family.
Is that what she meant by us completing each other?
The moment he came to that realization, all doubts in his mind melted away. Why his mother had taken custody of Yuri, why she brought Salyu to their home, she ordered Salyu to protect him. It all tied back to that single intention his mother had.
Why, Mum? Why haven't you ever said a word about this?
As the question came to mind, Natsuhiko took a look at the watch wrapped around his wrist. It was a salvia brand watch. It was a gift his mom had given him in the distant past. The memory of when he received that watch rose up in Natsuhiko's heart. How many years ago was it?
That's right. It was when I was 5. Right after Dad died.
His mother was not as much of a workaholic back then. Oh wow, you guys. I know it's not too late, but I think I might stop here for now. Slightly getting a bit tired, but we are on the final day. We made it, you guys. We made it. We made it at last. My god, things are intensifying, and we finally got some big evidence that my theory might be right. Oh my god. You guys, Thank you so much for joining me today. On Sunday, we'll have more Trails in the Sky, and we'll be back to this on Tuesday. So until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.